Hello and welcome to my review on the 2005 6-foot Patriotic Ribbon Inflatable from Gemmy. This was sold at least 2 defunct retailers, being Garden Ridge and a store called iParty, and went for just $39.99. I acquired this through eBay for over double that price, but felt it was well worth it as it's said to have seen minimal use, and promised to come in the original box. In efforts to collect more of Gemmy's classic patriotic inflatables, this knocks another off the list for me, and is definitely a favorite. Features include 4C7 lights, black fabric to help conceal the fan, and God Bless the USA printed on the front. The ribbon itself almost gets lost on the box as both are decked out in red, white, and blue, though ensuring it would stand out to you in store. From its glossy finish to the useful handle on top, I'd be lying if I said Gemmy's old school boxes weren't their best ever. Both sides are the exact same, then moving to the back we'll find lots of info showcased, such as instructions, state contents, and the 2005 Gemmy Industries core. To the right of that, you'll see this particular model was purchased from Garden Ridge, and the proof it truly was a mere $40. While the time of such retails has since passed, fortunately the inflatable is still around to appreciate, so let's open up this fine American Airblown and head to the yard. Equipped with an SJD B1, I realized I may as well be speaking German or Chinese, but all that's needed to know is the fans put on Gemmy's early designs were extremely weak, and this has one of them, so we're going to see the result of that shortly. The seller threw in 2 tethers from the old stake pack, however nothing else, meaning I've had to supplement with some of our up-to-date stakes, the key difference being the original clips were metal opposed to plastic, and also the tether attachments were actually D-rings. Another classic characteristic is there are even tethers connected to the base. This was done to prevent leaves and other debris from entering the blower. Since then they've changed up their methods for accomplishing that, but this was how it was done in the beginning. I guess for a patriotic review it was only right to have a history lesson go along with it. For now we'll plug our ribbon in and march on. Taking a minute to inflate, I'll be honest, it's going to be a miracle if this can even stand after a few days of use. I've had this out for maybe 5 hours in moderately hot temperatures, and sadly the coating has already started to melt. I had heard thinning was a big issue when it came to this inflatable, and factoring in it's just shy of 20 years old, I'm disappointed but can't be surprised. Classic inflatables are hard to find and harder to preserve. The best method I've found to prolong their use is simply by adding an extra fan. Sure, you could use Flex Seal or some other sealing spray, but that strategy has problems of its own, so best just to buy a fan from Yard Inflatables and keep on going. With that out of the way, it's time to discuss the design itself. Visually, it's one of the nicest looking patriotic designs from Gemmy. Granted, they haven't come out with many new American-themed base fans in many years, but this still has to be top of the list for me. I've been holding out hope these USA Airblowns will make a comeback one of these years and give us something with great detail and wow factor. It just hasn't happened. The closest we've gotten to this is a mysterious eagle that surfaced earlier in the year, but rumors are that was canceled. Shifting gears a bit, this does have a sister design, and what I mean by that is there's an inflatable out there with the exact same concept and dimensions, sporting only a minor change. The Support Our Troops ribbon is one I also own, and definitely enjoy just as much. Mine is currently at the storage unit, or else I'd have it inflated right next to this one. Not that many people are in this scenario, but of course they pair wonderfully together. Then throwing in a few red and blue spotlights, you'd create a fantastic Memorial Day display. We'll now discuss scarcity and how difficult this is to find. Truthfully, it's not all too rare, as I think if you stay after it for a while, you're going to end up finding yourself one. So keep checking, and if you're lucky, you'll snag it before that other big holiday in July. This brings me to my other point, which is the advantage patriotic inflatables have over any other holiday, is there are several holidays they can be used for. Veterans and President's Day don't really come to mind for an inflatable setup, but you know, could work. For my final topic, we'll address the lighting situation. 4C7s obviously is a very minimal amount. However, it does much more than I was initially expecting it to. You'll see at night a spotlight might be beneficial, but the 4 lights inside do a pretty bang-up job. And that will conclude my review on Gemmy's 2005 6-foot God Bless the USA ribbon inflatable. It's an unfortunate circumstance in regards to its durability, but I knew what I was getting myself into. If this design doesn't float your boat, or you don't feel like waiting on a random listing to pop up, then there's always the 2001 8-foot American flag on Yard Inflatables. An absolute stellar design, probably their best patriotic inflatable ever, and continues to be made even up to today. So I'll link that in the description. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.